was just, and the music was just so nice compared to what you would hear back in Scotland at the time.
Most of the guys at Wigan were all coal miners in the Lancashire coalfield. And this was their incredible weekend. They danced, you know, from Friday night to Saturday night. It was the North and the Midlands equivalent to Detroit. It was something that they could relate to. 99% of them had come straight from the factory or were going straight back to the factory. I used to remember we had to close on a Sunday night because everybody had to get back to get a shower and get to work the next day.
Watching them dance is quite beautiful. Seeing someone who can't express themselves go into this, you know, beautiful spin. Head goes back, you know, eyes roll, touch the heart, come up with a fist, bite the fist. You know, it's incredible to see that.
It was a revolution in dance culture because men danced and women didn't. I mean, you look at the gay culture now, and you can go back to that and say, you know, like people say, well, men dancing with men. I said, 90% of my life, it's been men dancing with men, you know.
The dancing, you know, there is a certain peacock element in the dancing, and, you know, the more spins and backdrops and just generally good dancing you can do is going to impress the crowd in general. But not always. I mean, people do get into almost like a trance, and they just listen to the music so hard and are dancing to themselves. That's the nice thing. You've not got a partner to dance with, so you're really concentrating on what you're doing yourself, and you get into the lyrics, you get into the mood, and get into the whole emotions of the songs.
Originally, I think it was a follow-on from the Teddy Boys. They used to do like their backdrops and little handstand business. But then 1973, 74, you got the Bruce Lee films coming out, and I joined the Taekwondo club just before, but by the time I was going to all-nighters in Edinburgh and Dundee, everyone I was meeting was into Kung Fu, Karate, Taekwondo. And you would be, you'd be training 3 or 4 nights a week, you'd be doing all these fancy things with your legs, hooking kicks, spinning kicks, etc. You go down to Wigan at the weekend, and you'd see the folk doing the backdrop forward. You think, I can take that a stage further. You know, I can spin this leg round and flip that leg over, then go up in there with one leg round and do a hook and kick here. And it developed, I think, martial arts, for me anyway. I used to invent your own tricks. It was like a competition. So I was inventing tricks on the Tuesday and Wednesday night at the Taekwondo club. And like, my leg goes that way, then it can spin that way. Then if I do that, the weight of my body's going that way, so I'll bring this leg over here. And you worked it out yourself. So basically, it came from rock and roll dancers, but then we took it a hoot of a stage further to what you'd call break dancing today.
Particular tracks had different breaks in the tunes, were specific moments of when you would then do your backdrops, your flips, your splits, cartwheels. Specific parts in the tunes also was for clapping. There'd be a break, you'd clap, you'd do 4 or 5 claps, and then you might even then go into your backdrops. And then from the break finish, you were back into your normal dance step routine.
99% of the spins and the drops, backdrops and everything that you see are perpetuated by the fact that they put talcum powder on the floor of the venue, and it helps the people to spin and to do the slides and stuff.
I did polish the soles of my shoes, but I never used the talc. I never went for the talc.
I'd never seen people dance like that, and I'd never seen people spin like that, and I'd never seen people drop down on their knees like that. It was quite scary to watch it, because you've got anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 people in a room, all of them doing the same type of dance, all of them gymnastically looking fitter than you would ever believe anybody could possibly be. They were doing the spins and the backdrops.
Oh yeah, the dances were incredible, and even on the dancing there was a pecking order, because the best dancers were at the front, And when you're serving your apprenticeship, you're right at the back, and as you got better, you could get further up to the front, whereas you'd really have to be good to replace some of the other dancers at the front, which I only found that out a couple of years later, and I thought, well, everybody in here is brilliant dancers, and obviously the best dancers were actually at the front where the DJs were, but the athleticism was absolutely superb.
Like the other youth cultures before it, Northern Soul developed its own distinctive dress code. The tight-fitting suits of the mods were discarded in favour of baggy, high-waisted trousers, worn with a lightweight vest and sweatbands, and a beer towel tucked into the back pocket.